Okay, the last part of this section, and then we'll move on. And I keep kind of having these sort of show up there in the corner, but I mentioned this earlier when we did problem one, that these guys are related to each other, at least in pairs. If you look at g of h of 10, and we'll start on the inside, h of 10. Well, h of 10 is a big number. That's saying x to the 6th power, or 10 to the 6th power. The nice thing about it is 10 is easy to raise to a power. That's a 1 with 6 zeros. That's a million. Okay? And that number right there, when you take that and plop it back into g, well, you're turning around and undoing exactly what just happened. You're now doing the 6th root of a million. Might not be something you woke up this morning knowing off the top of your head. But if you think logically about it, what number can you multiply by itself 10 times or 6 times to get you a million? Well, it's 10. We just came from there. So the answer is 10. You do that same thing again with g and h with the number 3. 3 to a big power. And let me write it this way. Maybe when we see this, we recognize that I'm going to ignore this, cover this. I'm going to do that operation first. I'm going to take 3 and, according to h, raise it to the 6th power. But let's stack these in some meaningful way. If I say this is something that's so big I don't really want to deal with it now, and let's see what this asks us to do. Well, g is asking us to do this, okay, and take the 6th root. Well, when you put it that way, what's happening here is that you're doing something and then doing the opposite of it, and the result should then end up being just the 3. Okay, that's kind of what happened here, but it was easier to perform this operation. When it comes down to this, you plug one equation into the next, we're kind of doing what just happened here. We're taking the 6th root of x to the 6th power. Well, that's just x. And this is sort of an introduction to kind of what we're going to be digging into a little bit more, and that's that some functions are exact opposites of the other, and we're going to call them inverses. So when you see one function completely undoes another function, there's your intro to inverses. That's going to be a part of concept 18, and here we've touched on it in worksheet 2. We'll look at some of these other problems in a sec.